refugees! Free, free the refugees! Free, free the refugees! Free, free the refugees!
Disease, septicemia, is a disease of neglect, of criminal neglect. When she had been sick for weeks, she could have been treated with antibiotics immediately and it didn't have to get this bad. But that's actually the point of this regime, that's the point of this horrific treatment, is to torture refugees and try to force them into submission. But to this day, Priya, Nades, Tani and Kopika have never given up their fight for freedom.
Our convicted criminals receive better health care than those in indefinite detention. Those convicted criminals do not have one guard each assigned to them. We are a country that has security guards individually assigned to indefinitely detain a child.
Thani was then just a baby, 7 months old. That morning, Priya was warming a bottle for her in the kitchen. It's the same scenario that plays out in so many homes across Australia every morning. However, their home was stormed by armed police and Border Force officers at 5 a.m. The girls were ripped from their beds and the family were given 10 minutes to pack.
Let the kids free. Let them be free.
Let the kids out, they deserve it. No kids belong in detention.
And yep, I'd agree with that. They deserve to come home to Billow and be safe and secure there.
It's not what my idea of this country is, locking children up like that.
And I'm so proud of every single one of you coming out here tonight, because this is what I think Australia is. I think we are a compassionate people. I think we want a fair go for everyone. And I think we are horrified at the treatment of people who are fleeing persecution and seeking safety on our shores, like they are legally entitled to do. And like the Refugee Convention, which Australia signed in the 1950s, says that we will allow them to do. I think that we are all as a nation horrified by our government's treatment of people who have committed no crime, who are simply seeking to start a life safe, to raise a family and to contribute to their community, as Priya and Nades and Tarnika and Kopika have done.
Asylum is a human right and it's legal in international law. We need to bring these kids and their families home to Bila.
Somehow this family became someone that people wanted to know and wanted to support. And what we have to do is to keep that message going. Because if we can actually make a difference for this family, we can make a dent in the legislation which is hurting so many people and continues to hurt so many people.
I talked to Priya today and asked her, what do you want to tell the people today? There are going to be so much people today and they're going to be a lot of love to you, and what are you going to say to you? And Priya said to me, please say to them, thank you for supporting them, and this is what keeping her strong and keeping her fight with 3 years detention. It's a nightmare for them.
I just want to say that I'm here tonight because I think a big injustice is being done. None of us as parents would like to see this happening to our children wherever they come from or wherever we live. And I just think it's time for the government to take notice of the number of people who are concerned on this issue.
Basically, I'm here because I believe that we should all be seeing the humanity in everyone, not just ourselves, and I call on the government to do the same. And if they don't do the same, well, people who actually care about the issues will vote them out. Peace.
No deal. Refugees are welcome here. No racism, no deal. Refugees are welcome here.
Yeah, I just think the treatment of these people by the Australian government is so disgusting. disgusting. Not only they, but every single refugee locked up by both Labor and the Liberal parties should be freed immediately. It would be so easy. There are enough homes in this country for everyone. If they were actually taken out of the hands of the rich and given to the refugees and the homeless, I think that would be a much better situation.
Free the refugees!
Free the refugees. Children don't belong in detention.
Free the refugees!
Well, we didn't actually know that this was happening until we just got off work, and then we saw it, and then we heard what you guys were saying, and we thought it was really important.
Yeah, that really resonated with us. Just like, it's not right what is happening. So,
Well, refugees are humans and they deserve to be treated like human beings. And I've had friends who were former refugees and I've heard their stories and what they were trying to escape. And everyone should have that right to not be in a violent place and to have safe accommodation.
The Biloela and Queensland community are not ready to let this family go. After 3 years of inhumane detention, where the government has consistently shown they cannot keep this family safe or healthy, it is well past the time they were brought back home to Biloela. Home to Billo.
home to Bilo!
Home to Billo, now.
Home to Bilo!